Rich Rising, or good afternoon, good evening, depending on when you see this. Um, I had a beautiful, beautiful weekend. It's not over yet. I know today is Sunday, but I had a really beautiful weekend because I've had all these insights and just realizations, recognizing that I'm actually making really great progress. I, for the first time, can say that 2025, like it, maybe everything didn't always go according to what I originally planned, but it all worked out. Everything just aligned the way it was supposed to. Uh, I've I've really been building and I've really been growing, and I love that. And so, because I've been experiencing such positive results, I know it's time to step into phase two, okay, of where we're headed. Um, I did like what, three streams on Divine Disruption channel this weekend, and what I can really truly say is this is proof of who's doing the work, right now, the time that we're in. And I know it's a lot going on in the world. It's a lot going on. But I also know that us worrying about what's going on, and you get what I mean when I say that, us being stressed about what's going on isn't going to make anything happen, right? um I hate to seem so, when I say this, it's just straightforward and direct. Like, you can't do anything just sitting around complaining. You can't do anything just sitting around in fear. Like, you got to actually take action, right? And so I just can say that I know that my action that I've been taking and everything that I've been speaking, it has really been showing and proving that, like, I am creating my own reality. And I'm not just creating my own reality, I'm helping other people create their own reality too. And it's such a beautiful thing to see, um, in spite of all the darkness and the ugly in the world. Because I believe that, we can sit there and look at ourselves as powerless. Okay. Oh, there's millions of people in the world and I'm just one person. And you could do that. But that's not me though. I'm not that type of person. I believe that how a world is shaped, it's by the people and the actions that they take, the belief systems that they have. So if I know that my belief system is positively shaping my world, don't you think that I would, at the very least, try to inspire other people to have a similar belief system, that anything is possible and that they are the creators of their reality? And if they're creating their reality, and we're talking about from a healed place, right? From a progressive place, right? Not from a place that is destructive, that tears other people down, that crushes other people. No, 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 no. We're not talking about sabotage. I think that we keep missing the fact that we hold all the power, each of us individually. The more that we speak as these lifeless beings, these powerless beings, that's what is being cultivated. But the more that we speak as if we do got the power, we do got the strength, we do got the momentum, we do got the longevity, that's when shit shifts. For real. I've been watching it with my own eyes. I can't make this shit up. I mean, well, I could, that's what writers do. They can create all type of plots. But that's the point, though. That's what makes you a master manifester, being able to utilize your imagination. When people say that's not reality, I think to myself, what? What reality are we speaking of? Your reality, the one you're subscribed to, someone else's reality that they're subscribed to, that they created? Or are we talking about the reality that we all individually have the capacity to live in? It's really quite simple for me. As an artist, as a creative, I see things from a very abstract lens. However, I also see simplistically that having this abstract lens is, this is for me, right? As a creator. But simplistically, all I have to do is focus my intention. First, have an intention, right? And then focus my intention. And whatever I dream can be reality. That's the truth for anybody, though. It's just not everybody has the mind to stretch that far. That's why people think I'm so weird. That's why people feel so awkward around me, because they're like, well, I don't think anything like you. Exactly. And that's exactly why you should spend more time around people like me, because it's not, you don't think anything like me. Okay, let me get the hell out of here. You're weird. It should be, I don't think anything like you, but you know what? I need to start thinking like you, because you are a person that makes shit happen. When you are an individual that can make things happen, everybody starts to want to, flock to you because they want to make things happen too. Well, at least that's how it should be. Me, I gotta deal with motherfuckers wanting to figure out how to, copy the blueprint so then they can try to do it better than me. Oh, yay, yay, yay. Boring. Like, y'all still on that? Okay. I done wrote 3 other books since then. Hello? Come on, catch up, catch up, catch up, catch up, catch up. Exactly. You're going too slow. Can't keep up with a motherfucker that's original. Can't keep up with someone who is truly authentic. But why would you want to when I'm literally giving you free game consistently? Every time I get up on any platform and say anything, I'm giving you free game. It's whether you want to recognize it or not. It don't make no difference to me, because I'm just doing my part, right? This is just part of what I agreed to do when I came into this lifetime. Be a teacher, be the coach, and not do it arrogantly in a way where it's like, I know more than you, I'm superior, you're inferior. No, that would be silly and senseless. I'm not arrogant in what I know. I just stand firmly on what I know. And that bothers motherfuckers who can't do the same. They're like, you stop standing there looking all confident and stuff. I don't like that. And then that's when you get people who try to humble people like me. It's very sad thing to see. People wasting all that energy when they could be actually utilizing that energy on something progressive. They could be literally pioneering something right now, and instead they choose to waste all that energy. And you know what I do? I just take it all in, like, oh, no, I'll take that. Yeah, give me that too. Yeah. Okay, I'll use all of that for something. Yeah. Throw your negativity at me. I don't mind. I am an alchemist, baby. I know what to do with it. Woo. Speaking of alchemy, I wanted to drop in real quick because I was telling Divine Disruption Channel yesterday how I recognize that I spent a long time trying to find the right people to represent my companies, represent my brands, walk in my shows, which of course I can't, walk in my own show. I mean, I could, but I gotta have other people walking in my show too, unless I want to just do a bunch of outfit changes. Woo, too, because I could be a one woman runaway show too if I wanted to. But point being is, I'm recognizing how I wasted a lot of time with, you know, investing in other people who really didn't fit what I was looking for. And the whole time I was looking for me. Now, I was never looking for a writer in particular to, write for me. But y'all know, if you were part of House of Wolf a few years back, I brought on a bunch of intern writers, but that was more about them. I was giving them, a structure and an opportunity to be a part of a quarterly internship where they could actually create freely and discover who they were outside all the noise, outside all the pressure, right? Everything I've done with House of Wolf is really about helping other people to develop their craft or to learn new crafts, right? So that writing internship was not about, writing for me. Funny thing is, though, I love other writers, I do, but like the more that I've been writing, and I'm gonna say I've been on an influx of writing for the past 2 years for sure. Like it's just been like, damn, all I be doing is writing. Like my notes app, insane. That's the only thing I hate about having my phone stolen last year because well, no, actually I did get a lot of I got a lot of whatever I needed back. I forgot I was able to get into my iCloud finally after months. Oh my freaking goodness, that was hell. Yo, don't ever, 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 ever not back up your shit, especially if you're a writer. Oh my gosh, do not rely only on the digital sphere because I'm telling you, some shit could happen. Like, I remember this one day I was trying to get into Google Drive so I could get access to some documents, and all of a sudden I was having technical difficulties. Mind you, I really needed these documents because I was using them for a client presentation. And so I couldn't get access to the documents. And the only thing I could think that whole time that I couldn't get access, which obviously I finally did, but the whole time I couldn't get access, I was like, fuck, this really sucks that I didn't just have a printer and print this shit out and have a backup manual copy. So this is why I started printing everything out too. Like, I know the library hate to see my ass coming like, oh my gosh, here she come again printing out all this shit. Hey, listen, you said 10 cents per copy and I'm paying you. And that's all you need to know. But no, like, have a backup for every damn thing, for real. My writing has really been evolving because I've been doing it more. Practice makes perfect, they say, right? So the more you do something, the better you improve, right? And then you get to a point where you're just like, a novice. Wait, is a novice? A novice is a beginner, actually. We'll say a mogo. Yeah. So that's what it is with my writing. Like, I've fallen back in love with my writing because there was a time where it wasn't that I didn't naturally do it, right? But like I felt like I was doing it for alchemy purposes. Like I gotta write so I could express how I'm feeling, and really transmute this shit. But like it wasn't uh oh, I can't wait. I gotta get home and write something. Like, no, I be thinking about ideas when I'm out and about. I be thinking of ideas if I'm sitting on the toilet. I be thinking of ideas when I'm making breakfast. Like I'm having ideas just come to me all the time. And when I say thinking of ideas, I don't mean thinking like actually like using my brain to brainstorm. I mean ideas just be popping up in my brain, and I'm like, damn, that's a good idea. And a lot of times I'll be like, that's smart. How the fuck you come up with that? This is how I really believe since I was a little girl. Like either I got a spirit guide, an angel that be feeding me all the deeds, okay? Telling me shit to write and it just be appearing in my brain as an idea. Or I've carried over my previous life as a writer and like I just never forgot how to do it, right? But like when you get disconnected from yourself through trauma, struggle also, you lose that, you know, you lose your mojo. And to get it back, you just have to do what you were doing before, which is just pick up your pen, pick up your notes app, okay? Get on Microsoft Word on your laptop, because it's like, if writing is for you what it is for me, then you understand what I'm saying. Like, you can never forget how to do this thing, but your emotions are what fuel your writing. So, well, your emotions and your mental, right? And so when your emotions may be all over the place, or your mental may be all over the place, you have to put yourself in a place of stability. You have to really get rooted, so then you can get back to like organically writing. Cause I'm telling you, I could create some good shit when I'm sad. I can, man. This is the only reason why I gotta say, like, and this sound toxic as fuck, but I promise you, I'm not inviting more of this. I'm just saying, in the past, when people have disappointed me, when people have hurt my feelings, when people have really just like shocked the fuck out of me because of how fucked up they could be, it was the spark that got me to pick up my pen. It's like, I gotta write about this shit, this motherfucker. So like, that was the only good side to like being hurt, you know what I'm saying? Because I knew something good, man, a good ass piece was gonna come up out of that. uh you know but we're gonna try to, steer away from turning messes into masterpieces, and just, you know use bare naked talent and create masterpieces, because we don't have to have, pain as a muse in order to create something legendary. We can do that without a little razzle dazzle. Okay. uh I feel like art. Okay, and art is comes in many forms, of course. Writing is a form of art. Art is the medicine for the whole world. And I say this even to the people who don't feel creative, even to the people who say, I can't draw. I don't know how to do this. I don't know how to do that. I say, you're not familiar with it yet. But when you become familiar with it, and when you ease into it in a way where you're not overthinking it because you're trying to compare yourself to somebody else's work, when you freely allow yourself to express through any form of art, that's when you realize that art is not about being good. It's about being raw. That is the liberation. Not having to edit. That's why when I am making a poster for somebody, or a social media post for somebody, or whatever for somebody, I recognize that I have to maintain that fluidity, even though I also have to be in editor mode, because, I got to make sure that it's suitable for whatever it is meant for. I can't just be giving you slop on a plate. Okay. If you pay for a 5-star meal, well, damn it, you're going to get a 5-star meal. Art is the medicine, because the more we let go of whatever hurt us, let go of whatever fears we have, let go of whatever judgments and assumptions we have. Just let go and create freely, express freely through any medium. Okay. I don't care if you get some sidewalk chalk and start making fucking doodles on the sidewalk. Okay. All of it is art, because essentially all we're talking about is expression, right? The more we do that, the more people will start to heal. And the more we will start to get to the space where it doesn't feel like it feels now. Everybody fighting to be relevant. I don't know. I'm not getting into that. That's not something that I feel is part of my job description. I don't need to fight to be relevant. I'm not fighting no fucking algorithms. I'm not hopping on the latest trend because I don't give a damn about none of that. I am creating authentically, and the authentic people will find me. Truly, I know this because they've been finding me. Art is the medicine because every time I feel disconnected, all I got to do is connect. It's simple. I remember when I was on the bus and I couldn't really do my regimen the way I really want to do it. I said, well, shit, I got some books in my bag, okay? I got a deck of cards in my bag. I got some pens in my bag. I'm going to utilize this opportunity to use whatever I have available to me and not just be like, oh man, I really want to be able to do this, but I can't. So I'm not going to do anything. No, I'm going to find a way to express myself. And typically that's through writing. Writing, but designing too, because I've recognized how crucial designing has been for me. Like, even when I love when I gain a new client, because when I gain a new client, it's like a blank slate, right? And I can get um just into my creative bag as much as I want to, as deep as I want to, especially if I'm working with a client who's as free spirited as me, that like they're willing to try anything. You know what I mean? And I love that. So when I get a new client, I get so excited because I get to play around with shapes and colors and fonts, and you know what I mean? It's just so exciting to me. It's like a kid in a candy store. I'm like, yes! Can't wait. Woo! That's the medicine for me. That feeling, what I just enacted, that feeling is a real feeling that I have. I get so giddy, I get so excited. That feeling is the magic. Because ultimately that's what we're all looking for. We're looking for that feeling of joy, purposeful connection. Don't get me to preaching up here. I know it's Sunday, but I ain't here to preach. I ain't here to preach. So I was thinking, like, okay, I love to create, but how can I create something that actually is shaping culture and not just, oh, well, I want to create this or I want to create that. Like, I've had plenty of time. I've spent a lot of years doing that, creating the things that I desire to create. But I had to bring society into it, because I recognize that I am a part of the future, right? I am shaping the future. So every time I create something, it needs to matter to people. Not saying that what I was creating, because that's just what I felt like creating, didn't matter to people. But that's not the point. I'm not creating so I can connect with a couple people right now. I'm creating so I can connect with the world around me, because these are the people, okay, the entire world, who need to recognize the power within them and then start connecting to that power source. Because there's too much trying to find external sources and then getting disappointed or getting angry or getting defensive or getting competitive. There's no reason to compete when we are all individuals with a different set of skills and a different lens to view the world. The point is to share your perspective, show how you see the world, open people up to your way of doing things. It's not about forcing people to see, oh, this is the only way to do it. It's just say, oh, you see it that way? This is how I see it. Okay, cool. I walked past this community garden the other day and I was like, that's exactly what I need to be a part of. I talk about healthy eating. And, for those who know me, who knew me, I'll say, y'all, know that healthy eating for me wasn't something that was like a trendy thing. It was something that I had to do for health purposes. And that health purposes thing turned into a whole lifestyle for me, obviously, because, you know, creating Comfort Cafe, it it's a blend of, well, people really need to know that you can eat healthy and eat good, like it could taste phenomenal, but also people really need to like eat, and I really need to cook. I love cooking. I really need to feed people, so I blended these two needs together and created Comfort Cafe. um but ultimately this mostly plant-based, okay, mostly plant-based, because I do serve some pescatarians up in there too, because y'all know I went back to being a pescatarian, but sadly I think I'm about to go back to being completely plant-based again, and I'm real sad about that. I'm gonna miss salmon. I'm gonna miss all the good stuff. No more calamari. Man, anyway, walking past this community garden made me realize that, like, there are so many ways that I can contribute. Because for me, it was never about, you know, creating so that I could compete with other people. I was never creating so I could prove that, like, I was the coolest. I'm the best. I'm creating because I fucking can. So why not do it? Okay. Creating for me is about contribution, and that's it. And so I want to continue to be a part of things that inspire and empower people to simply contribute, okay? Contribute their point of view, contribute their stories, contribute their perspective on whatever's happening in the world, okay? Contribute their plan for the future. Okay, contribute something, anything. Contribute your time to helping others without looking for something in return. Okay, because everything doesn't have to be fucking transactional. We don't have to sit around talking about, well, I'm not doing this because what do I get out of it? Shit. Damn. Even me, as valuable as I know I am, shit, pretty much priceless. That's how valuable I am. I don't even want to put a price on it because I'm too fucking valuable. I don't use that as a reason to not pay it forward. You can't just expect something and you ain't gave nothing in no way, shape, or form. No, at no point in your life. You just expected handouts because you deserve it. It don't work like that. It don't fucking work like that. And to all the people that think, well, you know, I'm I'm attractive, so I deserve this and that. I think you might be a little bit of a moron, because being attractive does not mean a fucking thing. It don't. If you're an asshole, a selfish asshole at that, it doesn't matter how fucking attractive you are. You ain't gonna get far in life. So I've been thinking about how I can bring creation, art. How can we bring creation and art into the grand scheme of things when we're talking about what's happening in the world? Because there's a lot. There's a lot of tragedy right now. There's a lot of unrest right now. And the only way that we're going to get any type of rest, the only resolution that there is if we create one ourselves, right? Because nobody's coming to fucking save us. So us knowing that no one's coming to save us, we recognize that we gotta take things, you know, take matters into our hands and be the activists. So art is the activism. Yeah. Art is the activism. Creation is the activism. You utilize the things that are happening in the world, right? And you express it through art. You express it through your writing. How is it that we believe that this world has not continued to evolve if not through those who are creators, those who are artists. It took a visionary to imagine something, dream something up, and then bring it to life. Anything that you see, any invention that you currently own, light bulbs, clothes racks, curtains, push pins, every single thing you own is an invention of someone's. And so we got to get back to that invention mindset, that inventor's lifestyle, where we recognize that we are the alchemists. Oh my gosh. Yes, it's what I create that makes all the difference. Because if I create some useless shit, let's just say, for instance, is that a good idea? Is that a good, you know what? Fuck it. Let's just say on the entertainment perspective, right? We looking at the world today, okay? We're not looking at 10 years ago, 20 years ago. We're talking about right now, 2025. If I am just getting into the entertainment industry, do you think that it would be more beneficial for me to create a pornography company or a history company? A company that produces film centered on history. Because do we need more pleasure, more distraction, or do we need more wisdom, more knowledge, more understanding, and more progression forward? I feel like, being that we live in a world that is consumed by sex, just saying, the thing that would be detrimental to us would be adding more sex to the equation. Hello? We got enough of that. We got enough violence. We got enough gangster rap. We got enough of what is clearly destroying us. So, how do we take art? How do we take picture, film, and start to craft a world shaped by positive experiences? Because I be thinking about it. A lot of the crime that I'm seeing today, well, shit, they had this movie that was based on this a similar act. You know, people going around wearing clown masks and terrorizing people. Well, look at the shit that we've been put that's been put in our face. Look at the film industry and the things that we allow as a society. Instead of saying, fuck no, we won't stand for this. We don't like this. This does not serve us in any way, shape, or form. We continue to accept whatever is put in front of us. But the more that we revolt, the more that we say, no, I don't fuck with that. Through all forms of media, we can do this. Then the more that these ideas are going to be rejected and more progression is going to be accepted. It's time for activism. And art is the vehicle. It is. It's the vehicle. So I've been figuring out how to reframe creativity and art as activism and healing. And that's ultimately what House of Wolf, or why House of Wolf is popping back up now so vehemently. I love when words just be popping into my head because I'm like, I am a human dictionary. But seriously, I'm popping out right now with so much, especially with the Divine Disruption design. I'm about to drop that tomorrow because today's Sunday, right? Yeah, I'm dropping that tomorrow. I'm pretty much done with it, but I want to finish up the last little bit of editing, and I'll drop that tomorrow. This Second issue is dedicated to female sovereignty. Um, it's pretty much where I believe we're headed, whether we like it or not. We're headed into a woman-led society, and that's just that. Um, Everything that I'm creating, even Wolf Mag is about to drop another issue finally. Because whatever happened to that issue that I was supposed to drop, right? Well, I didn't drop it. That's what happened. Shit. But I'm about to drop an issue of Wolf Mag. I brought back the House of Wolf podcast. There's so many different things that I I put them in I put them in the box, okay, and I took them back out again because it's time. It's time to really get active because I'm not gonna be one of the people that just sit there and complain about how fucked up things are, but don't do something to contribute to them being better. You see where I'm going with this? It's not that I'm going to be the one that changes the world because I'm the only one that's creating. I'm just going to be a part of the beautiful solution that is upon us. There are others who are doing the same thing. And this is why House of Wolf had to come back on the scene. This is why I really put Prosperity Portal under the umbrella of House of Wolf, because I recognize that like everything that I do, every brand that I have, whether it's mystical or shit, food driven, wellness driven, all of it is me. Nothing is separate from me. So stop trying to figure out how to market things and just put them under House of Wolf. So here we are. Prosperity Portal technically is owned and run by House of Wolf. So if nobody knows about House of Wolf, well, some of y'all do because y'all, I know there's some OGs on here that subscribed here. I don't know if y'all still be watching or not. But if you do, and you know what House of Wolf is all about, people we doing. The Discord is finally starting to get some motion. The House of Wolf Discord, specifically, I'm talking about. And yes, I did take a pause with the Prosperity Portal Discord because I'm like, chow, I gotta lock in with House of Wolf right now with the House of Wolf Discord. So, anywho, art as activism. That's what I'm tapping into right now. Because remember when I dropped that 21 days of assumption magic and I was talking about how nothing was ever going to be the same. And I was talking about my book Ungodly and how certain things that happened to me in LA last year was like a necessity because it was what created that book. And creating that book is what created all this. Like so much, multiple initiatives grew out of my really horrible experience in LA. And that is the beauty of it all because it's like, damn, as fucked up as shit was, look what it turned me into though. Look what it forced me to become. Mm. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Okay, it's not funny because I don't even remember the last time I was at a McDonald's. I remember getting some McDonald's fries one day. And this was like not long after I had watched the documentary on like what actually a McDonald's fry really is. I was like, I'm real turned off. Real turned off. But then that brain, right? That little brain sensory shit, okay? It's like, ooh, but them things did be tasting good, girl. So then I went and got some fries. Man, I want to throw the fuck up. I want to throw up so bad after I ate them fries. So I was like, yo, it's all a mind trick, yo. If you really sit there and taste your food, I mean, be intentional with your eating and just chew. What they say? Chew 50 bites or something? However many bites they say chew. Chew your motherfucking food slowly and really taste it. Really savor it. You're going to realize this shit ain't very savory at all. It's a spell. So yeah, art is medicine. Changing the nature of the industries that House of Wolf specializes in specifically. So, music, fashion, food, wellness, real estate, hospitality. We in here. Take us through there. Take us through there. The food aspect is beautiful because I remember being a little girl. Like, I don't know why this shit still is still in my head as if I'm still 8 years old. I remember being a little girl though, talking about I want to open a cafe. Literally said those exact words, a cafe. I didn't say a bistro. Okay, I didn't say a restaurant. I said a cafe. Now, mind you, I don't even drink coffee, so I was really just talking about food. But the crazy thing is, if you end up being able to come to House of Wood or Comfort Cafe's first pop up, most of what I do is drinks. Well, not most of what I do. Most of what I'm offering right now is drinks because I have all these elixirs and delicious concoctions that are herbal infused that really just like, they're the star of the show, I feel. The food is bomb too, though. Don't get it twisted. The food is bomb too. Do y'all want to hear some of the menu items besides the one night stand burger? The one night stand burger actually got created in LA. I was dating this girl who uh she kind of ate, she kind of sort of ate like me a little bit, like, more on the plant-based side. But anyway, she was pescatarian too. And one day she had told me that she was gonna make some burgers, and I was like, I don't eat meat, so what when you say burgers? And she's like, no, 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 they salmon burgers, and they end up being these salmon burgers in like a package, like a package of salmon burgers. And I was like, yo, I had those actually. I had some salmon burgers, and how I made the salmon burgers when I had them. This one I was in New Mexico, huh? Yeah, I had the salmon burgers first when I was in New Mexico, and I say how I made them then in New Mexico. I made them into a quesadilla burger. Bomb, bomb as fuck. Oh my gosh, yes. Sorry, my mouth was watering. Excuse me. Let me wipe all this drool. My bad. So she had made these burgers, right? And these burgers, they were like an elevation to the salmon burgers that I had in New Mexico. And it instantly, because the way she made them, it was they were good. They were good. They were good. I was fucking with what she put on them, but I was like, I would actually add this and this and this because I'm a flavor profile girly. I love to like my mind goes on a trip when I'm eating something. So I'm like, this would be real good if it had a little crunch to it. Or this would be real good if it had a little spice to it. Like that's just how my mind works, So I'm eating the burgers and everything, and I'm grubbing. I'm like, man, this salmon burger is good as fuck. And so months later, several months later, I ended up getting me the same salmon burgers, and I just did like a little experimentation. I was like, I'm gonna kind of do a little bit of what I did in New Mexico with the quesadilla burger, but add a little something, something to it. And so that's how the one night stand burger became a thing. I actually ended up taking it to several people in my little neighborhood or whatever where I lived, and just like, hey, here go, I want you to try this burger. Here go this little menu item that I'm trying out. And then the fuck yeah tacos. The fuck yeah tacos. eh, them came about because I had made some tacos because I love tacos like so fucking much. Yes. Probably like top three. Okay. But anywho, the fuck yeah tacos ended up getting a name because I remember just biting into the tacos, and these are all plant-based tacos, mind you. Biting into the tacos, and I was like, fuck, hell yeah, this shit good as hell. And so yeah, there was the fuck yeah tacos. But anyway, I got Bangkok Bounce. These are some of my bowls. Bangkok Bounce, Southern Groove, Heat Wave, Garden. Um, Yeah, I got the Wanderlust burger. I got a lot of stuff. Okay, I got some Purple Haze. It's a drink, very tasty drink actually. Comfort Cacao. I got a lot of stuff. Okay, so if you come to my pop up, you will get to try one of my favorite drinks because it's inspired by um my favorite. Well, one of my favorite popsicles. I realized that as I'm saying is that I was a fucking sweet tooth fat ass kid too. Just like I'm a sweet tooth fat ass adult, I'm a sweet tooth fat ass kid. Like I was a sweet tooth fat ass kid. Like I love sweets. Okay, give me the brownies, give me the pies, give me all that. Don't give me the pudding though. Ugh. That's the one thing I could never wrap my head around. Damn pudding with the banana, the the, the banana pudding with the damn little wafers in it. No, no, no. Give me the box of wafers and I'm gonna eat them by themselves and you can have the pudding. Yuck. Ugh. Made me want to throw up. I had this experience. Now we won't talk about that because I don't want to traumatize you. So this drink that y'all gonna get to experience is based off of one of my favorite treats. Y'all remember the orange sickles? The orange sickles. It got the orange, um, I don't know, orange coating with the vanilla ice cream. Oh goodness, I couldn't stay away from them things. So I made a drink that is based on that. It's called Cloud Nine. So freaking delicious, y'all. So delicious. Ah! So I don't know. If you are over on the Discord on the House of Wolf Discord, then you could get all of the tea on when we're doing pop ups, where we're doing pop ups, all of that. Y'all know I'll be doing things exclusively because crazy people, and whatnot. So it's not to say that I'm trying to exclude, you from being able to know. That's why I'm trying to get you to join the Discord. You gotta join the Discord to be part of the inner circle because the motherfuckers that's outside the circle are crazy. Okay? And we can't just be telling them every damn thing we doing. Like, I have a thing with content creators not being mindful of their surroundings and like filming stuff or filming people and not recognizing that they filming people first of all, but also filming stuff like they license plates and shit. What you doing? Bookie, don't do that. You don't want everybody to know where you at. Mm-mm. Anywho, Comfort Cafe pop up. If you want to know when that's happening in a city near you, uh, come on the Discord. That's all I can say. Other than that, y'all, we're gonna be talking about using art as activism. And when I say talking about it, I mean just doing it, to be honest. But also having conversations. We have our next community meetup in November where nothing else is happening for October. Listen, I've had to change my whole damn schedule because motherfuckers just don't quit. Okay, too legit to quit. Hey, hey. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. I'm good with improvising. So because people will not stop their shenanigans, I can't stop mine either. So I decided to switch it up real quick. So whatever I was gonna do, I'm not doing until November. All right. So if you want to know all the deets on all that stuff, okay. House of Wolf has a Patreon. House of Wolf has a Discord. House of Wolf is on Substack. House of Wolf is on Instagram. House of Wolf is about to be on TikTok too. Ow! House of Wolf is the baby that's been here before everybody else. Even Kingdom of Wolves, okay? Kingdom of Wolves only came about, it's my clothing line, only came about through Wolf New York, which was the original name. But Wolf New York ain't gonna be no more because I ain't going back to New York to do no damn clothing line. I'm going back to New York to do something bigger. Okay. Hey. But yeah, Kingdom of Wolves was born through Wolf New York, but House of Wolf was created before all of this. Well, not House of Wolf. I mean, not Wolf New York, not my clothing line. My clothing line was the first business I ever created. Actually, it was the first business I ever created. Um. Anyway, House of Wolf has been around since 2019. That's the point. Okay, that's the point. So if don't nobody know about House of Wolf, well, you about to find out. Okay, you about to find out. And yes, we are doing another internship next year. The Visionaries internship next year is actually going to be a residency, though. Like, that was the biggest issue with having that residency last year. Well, that was not last year, honey. It's 2022, I think. 2023. I think it was 2023. Anywho, when we had the internship a couple or 3 years ago, the biggest issue was that the writers were not local, and I didn't like that, because when we were doing our lookbooks and all that stuff, it would have been such a beautiful thing. Even when I had to make their content, I had to make a video based off of a particular subject. When I made them do their video, made them when I had them do their videos, it would have been so much better if I could kind of coach them, one on one, like in the same space, and help them shoot their content and all that as well. Because that's how hands on I am. I'm really about that life. But anyway, this internship this time around is going to be a residency style, so the interns will be staying, okay, at the House of Wolf headquarters and getting meals, okay, meals from Comfort Cafe, and we'll be creating. And at the end of the year in 2026, all of the interns from each quarter are going to be a part of our annual showcase. So, if that sounds cool, okay, if you are into fashion, if you're into music, if you are a visual artist of some sort, if you are a dancer, okay, if you are a filmmaker, if you're an engineer, if you're a writer, did I say that already? And I think I'm missing one. But if you're in any of those lanes, okay, or if you're a model that wants to be a part of the showcase next year, then that's why you need to get on our Discord. Okay? Okay. Okay. I know I've been rambling. I'm not rambling. I'm saying important shit. Okay. I'm making announcements because I told y'all what I'm using YouTube for now. And it ain't for what I was originally planning on. Okay. So that's why you need to find me on those other platforms anyway, because that's where you'll really be able to indulge in all of my creations, in all of our interns' creations as well. Okay. All right. So do I have anything else? Nope. I'm about to get up and do some low stretches. Okay. Bye.